Today we are sitting next to the Tygart Valley River, and I am speaking with Debbie Cattafesta.
Correct.
So Debbie, first of all, thank you so much for hosting my crew and I here next to the river, which happens to be your passion. So for us to be able to come here and experience this passion with you, it's been a really special day. Can you tell everybody how this river became your passion?
My sister wanted to teach me to ski when I was 5 years old.
Water ski.
Water ski. She was 16 years older. Married at the time, a little 14-foot Century boat with a 35 horsepower Johnson, which was great for me because I was small. And pulling me for about 2 weeks solid, they finally got me up on top of the water and I enjoyed it. From there, my parents bought a boat and I skied on vacations from lock and dam to lock and dam during the summers, and it was just terrific. When I was about 7 or 8, one of the local people wanted to put together a water ski show locally, which ended up being quite a large operation for our neighborhood. People still talk about the shows that we've done for years. But I was about 7 or 8 and wanted to know if I would climb pyramids. So then I got the love of climbing pyramids.
How do you climb? And I know Fairmount, West Virginia is where this river is, right?
Correct.
Or part of it anyway. So, like, how do people here all of a sudden say, I'm going to climb pyramids in water skis?
You love the water, you love the boats, you like the speed of being on top of the water, and you just try new tricks. Anything that you can do to learn to ski. We had
I just want to point out to everybody this beautiful pontoon boat just cruising by. And that's one of the things you probably love about sitting out here when you're on the river, is just watching the boats, waving to people as they go by.
Correct. I would say that there were 40 or 50 of us that would get together 3 or 4 times a week. We had some high-speed boats, ski nautiques, and we would try anything. We would learn to barefoot water ski, if you're familiar with that, on
How do you do that?
On a wooden ironing board. Do you remember a wooden ironing board?
Yes.
So we had a wooden ironing board. You sit on it and hold the rope, and when the board goes behind you, you stand on your feet. We have people that have taken, my brother-in-law, as a matter of fact, taken saucers, wooden saucers, put a ladder on it, and climb. And the pyramids, you just get a bunch of people together in a whole slew of skis and start climbing up their knees and stand on their shoulders and grab a rope up on top. It's a blast. And from there, we just tried everything we could. One thing and another.
You just retired from teaching.
Yes.
And you still ski.
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
65.
First of all, you do not look 65. That's
Thank
mind-blowing.
you.
Secondly, I mean, you're at 65 years old still living your passion, and being out on the water and skiing and doing those types of things is part of your passion here on the river. But what else do you love about it?
I just have to reflect back on the beginning of the season. When it gets warm in March and April, the kids and I are going, should we get the boat out yet? And then when we drop it in the water and you smell the gas and the oil and the engines, and you're ready to go. I mean, it's just awesome. And then in the fall, you cry a little tear when you have to pull it out because it's too cold in October to leave it in any further.
And the thing is that for you, part of the passion is the fact that you have your daughters here to share all this with, right?
Yes, yes, yes. If I go back a little bit, as I said, my sister taught me to ski. My mother and father got a boat, and we rented a huge lot for like $20 a season back in the day. And my brother built a boat out of stainless steel. We called it the 4-besider, which was a hoot. And before I was even old enough to drive a car, we had a speedboat with a large engine on it, and my parents would drop me off and come and get me at the end of the day. And my girlfriends and I would ski all day, just the 2 of us, or the 3 of us, whoever was around. So they trusted me with a high-speed motor at 10, 11, 12, and then we started running with some other people on the river and doing various things like trick ski. And
It's just
that
so
we didn't
crazy.
know.
And being out on the boat with you today, even when we stopped for gas, I mean, you're just, obviously it's second nature to you. You're not even thinking about it, but I'm watching you, and I had a boat, and I'm like, this woman is a master. The way you're like, wah, 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 just whip it around.
Pulling it in.
Yeah.
You didn't see me in the wind yesterday.
So what kind of hesitations or challenges have you had keeping this home, or getting the boat you want, or incorporating this passion for the river in your life? Because you used to live up here part-time.
If I roll back the clock of time again, across the river at the other camp, we were there for 18 years. We rented that place from my husband's uncle. And then when we got married, we rented another place on the river and bought my dad's boat. Actually, then that first year, we bought a ski nautique, a competition ski boat, as a wedding gift to one another. So no rings, they were boats. So we really didn't give anything up. We just allocated the monies differently. And over the years, you know, there are lots of things I need to do to the house. But when we got the money, we bought a boat instead of new carpet or whatever, or a new car. We have a new boat.
That's
Keep it
hilarious.
going.
I mean, instead of wedding rings, instead of updating your house, because I mean, this house was seasonal. Now you live in it year round, right? So to make that happen takes a lot of remodeling, and I know you put an addition on. Matter of fact, the balcony we're sitting on right now is an addition. And so instead of all of those types of things that most people focus on first, you were like, no, we're going to buy a boat. Do you know, my husband and I actually bought a 19.5-foot ski boat, brand new, before we bought a television set or anything else when we were first married.
Same passion.
I love the water.
But you know, my mother was the same way. My mother was a stay-at-home mom. And every day of the summer, it's like, come on, Mom, we got to go to the river. Come on, Mom, when my girlfriends couldn't go, she would come out. And I remember shortly before she died, she had a lot of heart issues, weighed 112 pounds solid, you know. She was a tiny little lady, but she died of a heart attack. But right before she died, she said, Deb, pull me skiing at 61 or 62. And she went about 100 yards, which was awesome. So she had the same love of the river and love of the water that I did.
What?
And my sister, and my family, and my children, and now we've got friends hooked.
Well, and because you and your daughter actually bought this amazing boat together, right?
Correct.
And what kind of boat is that?
It's a surfing NXT Mastercraft surf wakeboard boat, which is unique. They're relatively new, maybe in the last 4 or 5 years. This is a new boat last year that came out with Mastercraft. Before that, we had a 197 wakeboard boat. Put a tower on it and speakers. You got to have your music to go with it. So it's been an awesome ride.
What do you think
And
you've
before
learned?
that, a ski nautique, 1977 ski nautique.
Say that again. Say that again.
A 1977 ski nautique was the first boat we bought. And at one time we had 2 boats and 2 wave runners sitting at the dock. Couldn't keep them all on gas, couldn't keep the kids going nonstop.
Well, gas has to be an issue.
Recently, we have a new owner that's taken over our local gas pumps, so he has ethanol free, and it's very expensive, but before it wasn't too bad. I don't like to carry it anymore. I'm done carrying gas. Not down over the hill.
What do you think you've learned about yourself through your time on this river?
Independence. You can do anything you want to do. If it's something that you really enjoy and it's something that is healthy and athletic and camaraderie and brings the family together, that's my goal, is to keep having a great time with family and friends and enjoy the water.
What is your favorite memory?
Favorite memory? The time I made it on the 3rd level of a pyramid. That's a challenge. That was the one challenge that athletically I wanted to accomplish.
So what would you say to other people who have a passion that they know they should pursue? What kind of advice would you give them?
Do it. Prioritize and do it. Make cutbacks in other aspects of your financial needs, or just do it. Those things will be there when it's raining or when it's snowing or 10 years from now. But those moments that you share with your family and friends cannot be made up.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us here with you, and thank you for speaking with us today.
I hope you've really enjoyed the day. It's been fun.
I definitely did. I know my crew did too.
And we do this too often. Laugh and eat too much. Will you please come and ski?
I will try.
Let's go get the inner tube out and get the wakeboards going.
And I talk to you, 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 and we love, and we hate, and we demonstrate, we try to relate. This is my breakthrough. Whoa. Said now, this my breakthrough. Whoa. Oh man, this my breakthrough.